Hello viewers, welcome to another production from Kasiabo Media. Today we have with us Mr. Mensa Abrampa to talk about education work situation in Finland for foreigners. Mr. Mensa, please, could you please tell us of your educational background from the Finnish society, if you have had any?
Actually, I have a master's degree in sociology, and I specialize in demography. And demography too, my field of studies was on mortality. And I wrote my thesis. I tried to compare the effects of African traditional medicine and the Western medicine. So in fact, that is what I studied, and that is what I did.
Are you in any way practicing what you studied?
Actually, at the moment, no. I didn't get a job in my field of studies. So I tried to create my own job by getting contracts and then giving the contracts out to people. So in fact now, based on what I studied, I think I would say I'm jobless.
What has been some of the reasons why it's been difficult to find jobs in Finland after graduation?
In fact, I will not say it's difficult.
Okay.
But the job situation depends on one's field of specialization. In the first place, the private sector in the Finnish economy is not as big as in other parts of the world. And secondly, foreigners in Finland don't take the Finnish language serious. So lack of the language, of course, if you don't speak the language, how can you work? Unfortunately for me, what I did, I think is not marketable at the moment in Finland.
Could you advise some of us who are already here and those who are planning to come on which courses will be more marketable to us?
At the moment in Finland, I think the jobs are more available in the health sector, like nursing, like human aging. There is always possible to find a job. Fortunately for those who are in that sector, the Finnish society is becoming aging, and therefore they need some people to help.
How long have you been in Finland?
Actually, I have been here for, at the moment, I think about 21 years. I've lived in Helsinki, and well, I also did some studies in one town called Hanko for 1 year. So you know it's about 21 years. And I'm here with the family, and that has therefore made it very difficult for me to move, even if I want to move. Because once you have a family, then you become more or less immobile.
Some of us lose our focus of coming to Finland once we start getting the euros. Please, what will be your stand on that?
Unfortunately, that is a mistake some of us do. Because money is not the end of everything. It's only a means to an end. But education, once you get education, money will come by itself. Just as some religious leaders will tell us, seek ye first the kingdom of God,
and all his righteousness shall be added unto you.
That's right.
Yeah.
You study to get money.
Yeah.
So once you finish your studies, money will come automatically. But if you abandon the education and go in straight for money, I mean, it's very dangerous. Because once you get the money initially, you don't even know how to manage the money well. You will just mishandle and therefore misuse the money.
You said that you have been immobile because you have your family. But how about some of us who are single or are with just young families? What would be an advice to us if we don't find the right jobs here?
Well, I think I can give about 2 advices. If you are single, it's possible to travel either back home or to travel anywhere in the world. Just open your mind and open your eyes as well as your ears. Because once you have the basic education, it's always possible to study new things.
What would be a general advice to us?
At least these 2 things must be respected. Respect the language of the country by learning it. Respect the laws of this land by obeying it. And once Finns know that you do this, automatically you become their friends. Because laws in Finland are very sacred. Once you break them, well, the law will deal with you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Mensah Abrampa, for being on Kasebo Media today. In view of this, we will be bringing to you some other interviews from fresh graduates, both from the nursing and from other courses. You can always look at our videos or listen to us live on www.kasiebomedia.com.
I am a nursing student, almost about to graduate. What happens in the nursing field is that as you go for these practice placements, you kind of do your best so that if there comes a shortage in staffing, they could ask you to do a few shifts here and there. In Finland, if you are in the health sector, you kind of find job easily. The difficulties of getting a professional job in Finland, in my view, it's most of these Finnish to complain that if they find maybe 2 or 3 or 4 maybe foreigners working at a particular place, there have been instances where I've heard complaints from the indigenous Finnish people that, hey, why are you giving a lot of opportunity for this, maybe if I put it that way, for more blacks, while there are other Finnish also looking for jobs. Really, I hope it changes. But I think the most important thing is the language, because if you're able to communicate well, then you stand shoulder to shoulder with a Finnish who also communicate, so there's no room for complaints. Most foreigners don't try to speak Finnish or don't make the effort to speak Finnish, because as soon as they come, what they hear is Finnish is a difficult language. That is number one. And then number two, some will say Finland is a very small populated country. If you finish studying, what do you need Finnish for? Finnish is spoken only in Finland. You don't need Finnish for anything. So just concentrate on your school. You are fortunate, it's done in English. Concentrate, finish, and just leave. I would advise that for now, since the spoken Finnish language is very important, if people would want to still continue living here in Finland to make a living, I mean, based on what they had studied in school for, then they really have to take the Finnish language seriously.